Hello everybody and welcome back once more to Cooking Companions. I am TheOutbackAl.
I'm Chibi Noob.
I'm CheerandCosplay.
And I'm Kozi.
And when we left off, we were bringing some bread back to everybody, so let's see what's going on with that, and who knows. Karen interrupts us, Karen interrupts as you... God damn it. I'm having a minute.
You good?
Karen interrupts as you bring in the food.
Took you long enough.
Karen looks at the 2 slices of bread left in the mason jar of raspberry jam.
There's mold on these last 2 slices of bread.
How?
Thought you wanted that.
Karen is right.
What the hell is the matter with you?
You grip the knife tightly in your hand.
Oh?
You think this is enough for 5 of us?
Wait, we can't throw this bread away. It's all we have left.
Gregor's right. Natalie, will mold spores give us food poisoning?
I'm, no scientist. Sorry.
Let's pick off as much mold as we can. We can't leave with the floodwaters, so this will have to last us another day.
Everyone grimly nods, ripping apart their pieces like a pack of wolves. Gregor seems to unhinge his jaw and eat it in one bite. He looks like a duck eating bread. Shouldn't feed them bread.
Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had when we left Ukraine. What?
What, huh? We got like some
Plenty of...
dark shit going on here? Like, are they refugees from the war right now? When did this game come out?
29? I don't know. Let me look.
Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration.
You know, if the floodwaters went up, maybe there's fish outside.
Until this storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. Should clear up if we just give it a chance.
Natalie, where are you getting that information from?
One of the books on the bookshelf about the climate here.
By the way, my name's not Natalie.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. Featuring Eastern European folklore.
Okay.
Let's see. When did this game come out?
You're illiterate, so that's definitely a lie.
October 7th, 2021.
A year ago.
More than a year
Did
ago.
you say 2021 was a year ago?
Feels like it, doesn't it?
A little bit.
I've seen him read. Little guy's been studying.
I'm serious. He pretends to read those books because he wants us to think that he's smart. But I can tell he's just staring at the page, faking it.
What do you think? Anatoly doesn't know his weather conditions from a hole in the ground. Karen is correct. Anatoly can read. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. I don't know. What are you guys thinking? Side with Karen, which feels like something we should never do. Or side with Anatoly.
Yeah, I don't want to side with Karen.
You gotta vote for Karen.
Against Karen.
Oh, against Karen. So fuck Karen. Gotcha. Yeah, I agree.
You must be going blind then.
Thanks. I don't know why Karen would make something up like that about me.
And why do I feel like it's real now?
You aren't fooling anyone.
Karen has stormed off. Karen will remember this. Thanks for backing me up. With who, though? With Anatoly? Gregor?
Yeah,
Why did Gregor say things?
Huh. Good to have someone so positive around. Also, apparently this game is in a bundle with Sucker for Love and Scarlet Hollow right now.
Shame we didn't get those as a bundle. We probably would have gotten them cheaper.
Yeah.
Anatoly looks relieved. You think he'll remember that. I guess let's call it a day.
Yeah.
Sure.
Everyone shuffles off to their sleeping areas. 10 minutes later... Thought Baba Yaga was going to show up.
Hey. Karen likes to find somebody's weakness and use it against them when she's frustrated. I just wanted to thank you for backing me up earlier. You're very sweet to do that. Anatoly looks at you with a look of admiration.
Okay, Anatoly.
See you tomorrow.
Think he thinks he has a chance. Anatoly looks like he's blushing as he walks away. You're definitely sure Anatoly will remember that. Okay, so our relationship is getting stronger with everyone but Karen.
Yep.
Another nightmare about the Baba
How did
Yaga?
it go up for Gregor there?
I think because we defended his boyfriend. You get ready for bed and put a blanket on. You go to bed very hungry. Oh,
How?
no nightmares.
How? It has been one day.
I can still be hungry, but not, like, dying.
You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up.
Listen, if I go, like, 6 hours without eating, I get very hungry.
And that's how fast a deer could run if startled. Well,
Whoa!
Incredible.
Impressive.
Yeah.
I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal.
No.
mm,
It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history.
I mean, it's not so bad if you're, like, not doing anything for the whole day, I guess.
That doesn't make us feel any better.
What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly.
Anatoly leaves, mumbling to himself. So passive-aggressive of him. Everyone goes to a separate area. Karen in the bedroom, Gregor in the living room, Mariah in the kitchen, and Anatoly in the bathroom. Who do you want to speak to? Ooh, well, I don't feel like we have much of a relationship with Karen, so we could start one, or we could build on the 3 others that I think we already got. What do you guys think?
Roll the dice.
Roll the dice.
yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not sure.
The Chaos Reign. 1. It's Karen.
Okay.
All right.
It's... oh, boy.
Sharpening a piece of wood with another sharp object. Looks like she's just slicing away at a block of wood.
Hey. Can I let you in on a secret? I've actually enjoyed your cooking so far. The others expect me to be rude and mean, so I have to keep that reputation up, right? Can't have anyone thinking I'm soft.
You're not sure where this is coming from.
Promise me you'll give me some cooking lessons soon. Okay?
She's not ready yet, but you nod politely.
Thank you.
She's not... You're definitely sure Karen will remember that. She's not ready yet. What did that mean?
She's not ready to learn how to cook.
You leave Karen by herself. Everyone looks pretty down this evening.
No food. Wish the rain would just stop.
You're all doing great. We must almost be at the end of this nightmare.
I'm so hungry.
Me too.
You are too. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed with a growling stomach.
Hungry.
You have a strange dream. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray, but he keeps shaking his head, calling you names. So you do it. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. You show him how it's done. His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. As the stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake in a cold sweat. Alright, it's a week and we've had like almost 3 days without food. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. You hear a stirring of blankets, arms and legs. Mariah looks petrified. I feel like she normally looks like that anyway.
I couldn't sleep.
Anatoly has bags under his eyes.
The storm is too loud.
Karen looks out of it. Oof.
The cabin was creaking so much last night. It sounded alive.
Oh, don't worry, that was just the trumpets.
Yeah.
Gregor
They're just
looks a
haunting
little
the
gaunt.
place. Oh.
I got a good look out the window.
And?
Couldn't see anything due to the rain.
Great observation, Gregor. I was so hungry last night. I kept pacing around my bed.
Well, that'll only make it worse.
Yeah. Karen turns to you.
When is this going to end?
I checked outside the door again. Floodwaters keep rising. Unfortunately, we're gonna need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater.
Do we have a fishing pole? Maybe we could just throw it in the floodwaters real quick, see if anything bites. As soon as the weather lets up, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies.
How close is the nearest town?
I don't know.
Didn't you have a map on you?
I think I dropped it while we were running after Gregor.
I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Ryan and Anatoly go white as a sheet.
How are we going to find our way back now?
We'll have to ride out the storm.
Mariah looks at you.
We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can put off eating.
The group stares at you.
For a good while, sweetie. You can go without eating for quite a bit.
It will
It's like
clear
a
up in
week,
no
I
time.
think.
Maybe you're right.
The group looks worried. They all gravitate to an area. You can tell Gregor's putting on fake optimism, and Mariah's having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with today? Converse with Gregor, speak with Mariah. Who are you guys feeling? Or are we leaving it up to fate again?
Yes.
I vote fate.
Fate?
If nobody has any opinions.
I'm talking with Gregor, then. Oh, he's in the kitchen. Oh, hey! I know you already searched the kitchen, but I had to double-check. A fool's errand. I wish everyone was in better spirits. It can't rain forever, right?
Don't find the haunted cabbage.
Rainfall in this area can last days to weeks. You tell Gregor to stay strong. You know what? Thank you. The group is really thankful for your kindness. Gregor blushes a little bit. I always wanted to be the one that kept everyone in good spirits, but it's obvious you do that much better. Gregor is looking at you fondly. You're sure Gregor will remember that. Well, our relationships are getting better even as our situation is getting worse.
Yay! Maybe we'll get a smooch before we die.
Maybe. The rain is pounding hard against the wooden cabin, but at least none of it's getting inside. Well, we jinxed it. You tell Gregor to keep his spirits up and join the others. You call everyone together. They all look grim. You cut the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone is staring at you. They're expecting that last piece of bread for dinner. You bring it out. Everyone cannot take their eyes off it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch, and slowly all 5 of you tear it apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it will last. Karen is the first to eat hers. She chews each bite a few hundred times before swallowing. Anatoly chews it cautiously, opening his mouth once he finishes each bite. Mariah nibbles on it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person, and Gregor just pops it in his mouth like a cherry. It was gone in an instant.
In situations like this, you should be, super hydrating.
Mm-hmm. The group
Just
thanks
because
you.
it'll fill your stomach.
Right, and that might help a little.
Well, there's plenty of water.
True. The group thanks you awkwardly. It's not much, but you've run out of options. You wish everyone good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed starving. So how long do you think we're staying here? Good morning.
Morning.
Let me check if the rain has stopped.
No.
It's still flooding.
I don't think they know how windows work, Cheeps.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
Humans can live about 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern.
Rainfall should end in a day or two, right?
Actually, precipitation can occur more than 250 days a year here.
But do you really think it'll rain that long?
It's been days already. What makes you think it'll stop soon?
What if we tear apart the cabin and make a boat?
Eck.
Relax, everyone. Let's see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow. Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared, but you need to survive. Karen and Gregor begin to discuss next options. Do you want to speak with a Mariah in the kitchen, or Anatoly in the living room? Think instead about everything you've done wrong and how you've doomed everyone. Speak with Mariah, talk with Anatoly. What are we feeling?
I mean, we've done the kitchen every time so far.
Which one? Who was in the kitchen?
Mariah.
Alright, let's go see Mariah.
Hey.
Mariah looks relieved to see you.
No, she doesn't.
That's it.
Wow, I guess that's all it took. That was quick.
How are you holding up?
Not very good. Better question, how are you holding up? Yeah.
Not very good. That's very sweet of you to ask, though.
Mariah's looking at you intently. She gets a little closer to you.
I noticed you didn't use any meat when cooking. Usually you have to pick it out of the foods the others make. But you respected that. Thank you.
Mariah's looking at you with admiration.
I need to speak with Gregor for a minute. But thanks again.
You're definitely sure Mariah will remember that.
Oh, did we get 2 in one go? Damn.
Hey! Watch, as soon as we get full hearts, we have to eat them like a cannibal.
That's when they're ready.
Oh, God.
We're
You
seasoning them
decide
with
to
love.
check out the drawer again.
Oh yeah, the secret ingredient is
No.
love.
Oh,
Potato!
You ask
Potato
Potato where
is
the
food.
others are. They'll be back. They wanted to explore the labyrinth of tunnels under the cabin. Surely you've seen the mouse holes, right?
Oh.
They connect all over the cabin. Must have been some mouse that created them, or something worse. Anyway, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. Things are gonna get worse from here on out. You have a feeling Potato is telling the truth. You realize some drool is leaking out of your mouth. Disgusting. Don't even try to eat me. You just get deathly sick if you tried. From the look of you, you need to retain all the water you can. Do we? From rationing to cooking, you failed every common sense measure for basic survival this week. You knew something like this would happen, right? Never mind. With floodwaters rising and no food now, I think it'd be a great time to go over the fundamentals of starvation with you. When experiencing starvation, there are 4 factors that will determine if you live or die. Age, height, weight, and your degree of activity or inactivity. You've been especially lazy, so I think you'll survive a little longer than the others. The Harris-Benedict equation can help you figure out how many calories you need to simply maintain your current weight. The equation produces a number called the Basal Metabolic Rate, or BMR. Stay with me here. BMR equals 655 plus 4.35 times the weight in pounds plus 4.7 times the height in inches minus 4.7 times age in years. Got it? For fun, let's try it out on someone here. Mariah. Using Harris-Benedict, she looks like she's 120 pounds. Really? About 5 feet 5 inches. About 20 years old. Crunching the numbers, I'd think she'd need about 1,388 calories a day. But that's being abnormally stationary. She'd have to lay in bed all day and night, just eating, breathing, and using her brain. Not very common when you're starving to death. People tend to get up more. If she was being very active, let's say swimming through floodwaters, she'd need to multiply that 1,388 calories by 1.9. So now, she needs 2,638 calories per day. That's quite the difference, especially if you didn't ration the food properly, which you didn't. I guess that wraps up our first survival lesson. Hopefully, we'll never have to speak again. Okay. You shut the drawer, going over the numbers again. I don't think any of us can take this much longer. Gregor's voice starts to crack. I don't want to ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go outside and search for food. Everyone is silent.
Mariah.
I used to swim all the time near my house. So I probably have the best chance of swimming through the floodwaters.
No. Let me go instead.
You won't get very far if anything happens to your glasses, Anatoly.
You're as blind as a mole rat, remember?
That's true, but...
Little guy, let me go.
Gregor,
Sounds good to me.
Karen!
His arms are definitely the longest, so he's probably the best at climbing trees out of all of us.
No, that wouldn't be right, Gregor. Let me go instead.
I get that none of these options are good ones, but we need to find food or help. Gregor grabs a branch from the woodpile. He cuts it into different measurements. Since we can't come to a consensus, let's draw for it. We'll each pick one from my hand. And the shortest will go outside to search for food. You're not worried about drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch's lengths. So you can tell which is the biggest one of the bunch. You pick it. You watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor? Anatoly? Karen? Will it be
Looks like I've got the shortest.
Oh.
Mariah.
Mariah.
It's okay. I watched Anatoly forage earlier, so I'll know what to look for.
Just swim until you find higher ground, then scout the area.
Maybe you'll find a fish out there.
Everyone looks heartbroken.
Karen?
I always hated you.
Anatoly? Gregor?
You?
I'll keep us alive. I promise.
She promised. Everyone watches as Mariah leaves the cabin. The silence is deafening.
Goodbye.
The doors shut behind her. And we'll have to see what happens next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon for notifications. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, and feel free to check out some of our other gaming videos, our weekly podcast, Anime Yay or Nay, or our parody series, Madoka Magically Abridged. See you next time!